2023年3月16日、ミシガン州クリントンタウンシップ。その日は曇天の空模様。ありふれた住宅街の一室からクリントンタウンシップ警察に一本の911通報が入る。通報者は母親であり、容疑者のシエラ・ザイトナ、当時28歳。ネット配信を仕事にする容疑者は、部屋にこもり、一度に30時間も配信に没頭していたという。しかし、数百人から投げ銭を集めるその暮らしの裏で、ゴミ袋が山積みになったリビング、そしてシーツすら敷かれていないベビーベッドには、古くなった食べ物のカスがこびりついていた。そして、そのベッドの中の2歳児は、骨が浮き出るほどに痩せ細り、すでに物言わぬ姿となっていた。
Fire department, get down. Hey, come on. Yeah. Let's go. Bring the baby out here. Back up. Bring it out here. Bring it out here. Bring it out here. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Go. Get down here. Hey.
Baby, are you with my caller?
Hey, firm. Jesus. Good God.
She's been a just
Sarah, come out here.
Dispatch, you can close that one out. We're not going to be able to get to it.
David, dispatch, we're going to need a boss out here ASAP.
Cover.
On the way.
No. Stay back.
they know that goes on over here. They know we're not okay. They've seen.
What happened? Hey, stay right there. Sit down.
I had to
Sit down.
on him because
Sit
if he
down.
hears me say anything,
Sit down.
he'll freak
Sit.
out.
Sit.
But
Sit.
they've seen
Sit.
it choke me.
Sit.
They've
Sit.
seen
Sit.
it.
Sit. Sit.
They've seen it all in this house.
Who?
John.
Who's John?
John's the dad.
Vince, let's go. Bring it up.
Last time you saw this child was yesterday.
He was really thin.
Make sure there's nobody in there. Get the dogs in there and then get her back out. What? And two? Can you find out where the kid was at and keep the dogs out of that area? She's in the fucking house screaming, dude. It's like a fucking hoarder house. There's two other kids in there. This kid's all fucking emaciated. Looks like it's been dead for weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. Tiny little child. She's in there just fucking inconsolable. He's got her in the back of my car right now.
The female?
The female, yeah. She's got two other kids here. FD had them over here. But, dude, it's a fucking mess in there.
Where's 70 just turns out?
Name.
Jonathan G. She's always in this. Can I just grab the phone where it has the proof, please?
We'll grab it for in a little bit, okay?
He's gonna run.
Okay, it's not like we don't believe you, okay? You just gotta give us some time, okay?
Nothing's gonna bring him back. It was already hard enough to want to live. They were my only motivation to get us out of here. And now
What do you
my
mean?
baby's
What do you mean? What do you mean? There's nothing that's gonna bring them back? What do you mean by that?
My baby. I tried. I was breathing. I was breathing. He's black. What is that? Why is it like that? Why is it like that?
Can I just have you put your hands behind your back, okay? Interlace your fingers. Yep. Anything in your pockets that you know about? Okay. Nothing that's gonna cut us, poke us? Okay. No drugs or anything in your pockets? You said no? Okay. I got it. Where is it? I'll give it to her in a bit. Let's go this way. So a white jumpsuit?
Make the clothes now.
Okay. Okay, have to take off your hoodie, please. Set it down right here. Okay. Take off your shoes. Need you to take off your belt as well.
Let's not do that, okay?
Quite a bit of experience in investigations, but more importantly, about all kinds of different types of investigations. But I would have to rank this as probably one of the worst cases of malnutrition I've ever seen in my entire life. First and foremost, I just wanted to tell you how incredibly sorry I am for your loss, okay? I wanted to introduce myself. I talked to you at the scene briefly. My name's Detective Hill, and this is my partner, Detective Smith, okay? And who your child was, okay? Before we do that, we want to read your Miranda rights, okay? Before we ask any questions, it's my duty to advise you of your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, okay? Do you fully understand the rights that have been read to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to talk to us?
Yeah.
When's the last time John had a full-time job?
Oh my god. Practically never, dude.
Never?
Like,
Well, let's go
he's
back.
never even held a job over a month.
Okay. And why is that?
He don't want to. He's admitted that he just don't want to.
Okay. Who pays the bills over there?
His parents did, and then now because I'm trying to leave him, he made his parents stop. They don't help him, and on top of it, he don't do it. And now I'm put in a position, like, because now, ever since I started doing the streaming and trying to leave him, he's made everything 10 times harder.
What do you mean by streaming? What do you
Streaming is the only kind of work that I can do, like where you just sit there on a camera, you talk to people, you play games. I've ran 30-hour streams, 12-hour streams, 16-hour streams, just running myself dry, sitting there chilling with 300, 500, 600 people on camera, getting them to send me gifts and everything else, because those gifts can be converted into money so we can get out of here. And that was the only way I could think to have some sort of suitable income for now to get us out of here. That way I also don't my SSI. That way when we did get out of there, I'd have some kind of income to keep us monthly going.
Sure.
But now it's like everything's ruined, and the dream I had for our family is gone.
Is any of that, you said that streaming stuff, does any of that involve any kind of pornographic kind of stuff?
No.
It's just...
I regretted not. I wished I did, because I was like, damn, maybe I would have made more money a lot faster.
So how much money would you bring in a month in regards to streaming?
In a month? Well, between also people sending me money off the line, which was Matt, he's very helpful. He sent $2,000 just at one time just to keep the house from falling under, so I would have a little bit longer to get out of there.
All right,
I would say, I know we at least made more than $5,000. We had to at least made $5,000 more than that.
A month, or just in the
no,
time
since we started, yeah.
Since we started, or you started?
Yeah, well, me and the kids. I say we because it's our goal. It was our goal.
So who cares for the kids all day?
Well,
are they in school?
No. Thing one won't get his shit together. He won't get his shit together. He won't make the calls he needs. Well, he did now, only because during me deciding to step up against both of them and out them, one of the times he tried to use his control pawn. Oh, I'm going to come get him, and I'm going to take him with me. And I flipped out. I pulled up on him, and I exposed him in front of his girlfriend.
Okay, I'm talking about John right now. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well,
so I know
my bad. That was
that,
about the school part.
Oh, that's
my
okay.
bad.
Custody. Okay.
Yes. I've literally been in his life since day one.
I know, but do you babysit him every day? Do you babysit him every weekend?
Pretty much every day, yeah.
Okay.
There's been times that he's been over by him for 2 weeks, or been by him for a month, and then he'll be by me, and it's just back and forth, also depending on our living situations have been rough. Right now, I'm pretty sure he's in a hotel or just now getting his apartment with a girl, so it's back forth.
In the last 2 years, how often would you carry him here? Does he
2 years
drop him off while he's working to you?
That's it. Now that he's working, he's only been working these past 2 months. Before that, he had no job, and he'd be in and out of jobs just like John. He's not much better, but he is better.
Okay, let's circle back to John. It's kind of what I'm alluding to in school because his dad won't do anything.
His dad's crap.
And you haven't participated in enrolling him in school or anything.
I'm not able to, from what I'm told. Like I have no legal guardianship.
Okay, because he is in custody.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't understand.
So,
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I've been
so
on
forgive
his
me
ass.
if
Yeah. No,
I'm not
you're
trying
good.
to insult you by any
You're
way,
good.
shape, or form.
You're good.
So now in your care all the time, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you're home all day,
Yes.
and is John home all day with you?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why I asked if somebody had grabbed those phones, because if you guys look in those phones, there's pictures from Halloween. There's pictures that they're all healthy, they're all good. Like everyone, like once I started work and everything with him, all he does is play video games. He doesn't want to clean. He doesn't want to. I get the food. You just got to give him the food. The food I pulled out yesterday, the chicken that was thawing, ended up right back in the fridge. Like, I'm just trying to work to get us out, and like I've always done everything. The cooking, the cleaning, bending over backwards, my house, this, that. I'd show up and my son's got ash on him and watching Five Nights at Freddy's, all this other shit. And
I'm talking about
for both of them. So I hit that point of like, I'm gonna work and get us out of here. You can do something.
Sure. Yeah,
So I'm like, it's set up, it's done. Okay, did everybody eat today? Good. Boom, boom, done.
Yeah.
Well, first time I seen him, looking skinny and up,
When was
I broke
that?
down and started crying.
When was that?
That was a week and a half ago. Right before his birthday, beginning of the month.
So
Because I started talking about his birthday and everything else, and I was like, okay, why is he like losing weight? I was like, are you feeding him? He's like, yes. Like, okay. And then when he was like looking scrawny and I was like, you're not feeding him. There's no way that you are. And we got in a humongous fight, and he went over to his mom's, and then he had texted me about, I admitted to my mom about what.
And what is it that he said he admitted?
Not feeding him and stuff like that. Those times he was like, because during like the beginning when I was like, we're leaving, he was aggressive. The bathroom door got broke more than once. He even took the kid's door off their door to give it to the bathroom. Because he broke that too. Like, he breaks everything. Like, you fight against him, you argue against him, you disagree against him.
Okay. So, circling back, and you said that it's your statement that he was showing signs of being skinny around his birthday, which was about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was his birthday was on the 8th of March.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And explain to me what...
Because he was damn near 40 pounds around Halloween.
Okay.
That's why I was like, hold the up. Like,
Right.
I know I'd been in the room constantly running those hours, but at the same time, like with the fights going down.
When you're in that room, how long are you in the room for? Like, how many hours?
30 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours. Like, I don't stop the stream, really.
Okay. So what you're saying is that how often do those streams go on for? Like, are they
I
every
stream
day?
every day.
So you're saying
Every day.
You're saying you stream on what platform are we talking about?
Meet Me.
Meet Me?
Meet Me. I was just about to merge over to Twitch and start doing that too because I was freaking out. Like,
so you're saying that you're in that room for 30 hours at a time.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
And you're saying, how do you use the bathroom at all? You come out of there?
I do.
Okay. When you're done streaming, do you have any interaction with your family, with?
It's not been healthy for a long time. A lot of the times there would be a lot of fighting or everything else, and he'd be like, go. I don't want to see you. Get the fuck out of here. You guys leave now. I'm like, how are we gonna leave now? Like, after I was like, we're leaving, we're done, everything else like that. It started blowing up into fights like that, and him pushing me, like, get out my face, this, that, and running into the bathroom, slamming the door, this and that.
Okay.
And like, he would not, up until the minute he was like, I admitted what I did. He was like very, I don't know, his breakdowns kind of like stopped
you
after
keep
that.
saying what you admitted. What is it that you're alluding to? What are you trying to tell me?
It's what he said to me and what he said to his mom.
Okay.
Like him not feeding him when he was telling me that he is and this and that.
And
all the shit that he was lying. I was like,
when did you find out that he wasn't feeding him? Back in March.
That was the confirmation. I already kind of like had a suspicion, but he's sitting here like, no, he got a metabolism like mine. He just eating through it. I'm like, no, there's no fucking way, because when I'm taking care of everything, he was just fine.
And you say you were taking care of everything. What does that mean?
Taking care of everything, running myself thin, taking care of John's shit, the house, food for both of them, doing everything
Both the
for
kids?
not just both the kids, both the men.
Okay.
They're fucking children too.
Was showing signs of John telling you that he was intentionally not feeding him. What did you do then?
I started taking over and like feeding him and everything else, and setting food out. Like, okay, this is out. Feed him the PBJ. I said, okay. When I asked him, okay, did you finish feeding him the half? Because when I started feeding him, I noticed, okay, like he can't hold down much. So like half of his PBJ, I put back in front of the microwave. I went back to work. End of the night, the PBJ is gone. So I asked him, did you give him the rest? Yeah. And I'm sitting there like, okay, you did.
Did you to see how he was responding to the food that you were giving him?
He like when I was feeding milk.
And how were you mixing the cereal for him? What you said you were putting it in a bottle? Was he
putting
drinking
it in the
it
bottle,
or was he eating it?
I was putting it in the bottle.
Okay, and he would drink that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when he was drinking that,
he was throwing up. I did notice that, like, he was throwing up. That's one of the reasons I told him, make sure, like, you take it a certain amount of time, and that's why I was in and out and everything else there. I've checked on him sporadically in between. That's why I said, like, when he left today and I went in there.
when you got off that streaming platform, how many times throughout the day? You took breaks, used the restroom, grabbed something to drink. Did you ever check in on him?
Barely.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
How many times did you give him a shower from his birthday until today?
It's been like 5 days. It's been 5 days or more. Yeah, it's been 5 days or more.
So you haven't showered him in 5 days?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I legit tell him, like, this and this needs done, and it's my fault for even leaving it on him either.
What prompted you to call 911 today? What happened today?
I seen him looking dead.
Okay. And
I wanted to save him. I wanted him to come home. I wanted him back. I couldn't believe that I had been trying so hard, that I had not paid attention, that I had let that happen. That's what.
How did you find him like that? Where was he at?
In his bed, like, legit laying like this. And his eye was open at first, so I seen him, and then when I seen his eye black, I scooped him up really fast, and I'm like, he's like fucking dead. They said not to move him, and I was like, well, that's already too late.
Okay. Which bed was he in? Because there was no bed in the room that he was staying in.
There's no bed.
Is there a bed in there?
There was a bed.
You said the center room. Can you just, is it a crib or is it a bed?
Yeah, it's a crib.
Okay. Can you...
There's no sheet on it like there should have been. And it's 100% like this. It's gross. It's got food and stuff on it.
When 2 days ago when you checked on him, and he was sleeping shirtless and without pants and just in his underwear, how did he look?
He still looked bad, but not like that.
He looked bad, but not like that. Can you define what bad means?
Where I can see your bones at all.
Okay, so you're saying that you could see his bones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did you phone 911 at that time to get him help?
I checked to see if he was breathing, checked to see if he's alive. And then after that...
Was he breathing and alive at that time? So 2 days ago when you checked on him, he wasn't?
Oh, no. I thought you meant today. If you asked, oh, no. I told you why I didn't call 911 sooner.
Okay. All right.
I was also scared if I was ever put in a position to fight for them on my own, that I wouldn't be able to do it. The house was in his name.
As I stated before, I'm a detective, and my partner, Detective Smith, we work within our criminal investigation division here at the Clinton Township Police Department. And we both have quite a bit of experience in investigations. But more importantly, we work in what's called CPU. It's kind of our child protection unit, so to speak, right? We deal with a lot of cases involving child abuse, child neglect, child sexual assault, and then, unfortunately, child death investigations, okay? And one of the things that we've learned over the years is that we've learned about all kinds of different types of investigations, but more specifically in relation to this. I don't think we've ever seen a case this horrendous of malnutrition. And I'm going to explain this to you why, okay? Science doesn't lie, okay? We have a whole team of people we work with. We work with other detectives within our unit. We have supervisors, we have crime scene technicians, we have medical examiners that come out to the scenes. We have all kinds of different people that we work with. It's unequivocally, without a doubt, that extended period of time. I would have to rank this as probably one of the worst cases of malnutrition I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've been a police officer 21 years. Detective Smith's been in law enforcement for... There is no greater gift than a mother giving birth to a child, okay? You carried that little boy in your womb for 9 months, okay? There is no greater gift than that, okay? And you had a tough pregnancy, right? You admittedly and you're honest that you smoked marijuana because you were in a lot of pain, okay?
Yeah, I was scared of losing him then.
You're scared of losing him, right? But he was born, right? And it's a mother's instinct. It's a mother's instinct to take care of their children, okay? And what I find incredibly hard to believe and hard to fathom is that on his birthday, this little boy looked like that, and you never got him help because you were selfish and you were afraid that he was going to be taken away from you. And now, he's not with us anymore, right? But I want to know, because that he didn't show those signs at his birthday, they were before that. And you knew they were before
absent. I was way absent, and I know I shouldn't have been.
Is it your truthful and accurate statement that you found him, as hard as this might be to be forthcoming about, that you found him today deceased?
Yes.
So if we were to have medical,
if you're telling me the fact that he didn't die
I'm asking.
Today,
we're going to find out.
I know
they're doing
this,
it
but I want to find out too, because like I said, I haven't been as attentive and active as I should have been as of recently these past few months.
捜査が進むにつれ、まず浮かび上がったのは母親の歪んだ優先順位であった。我が子が生き絶えたまさにその日、容疑者ザイトナは支援者から$2000、現在のレートで日本円にして約30万円もの投げ銭を受け取っていて、月の収益は多い時で$5000、約75万円を軽く超えていたという。それでも彼女は一度に30時間に及ぶ配信に没頭、手に職をつけることを拒み、生活保護受給維持に執着し続けたのだった。しかし、これは一人の母親の態度として片付けて良い話ではない。実はアメリカでは在宅でのライブ配信が低所得者に残された数少ない収入源の一つとなっている。視聴者から送られる投げ銭はその場で現金に換えられ、配信が長ければ長いほど見入りが増える。この仕組みが際限のない長時間配信への依存を生むのだ。そこへ虚構の申告でも維持できてしまう社会保障給が重なれば、画面の前の親を縛る引力はさらに強まるだろう。豊かさを求めて回し続けた配信が、皮肉にも一つの幼い命を静かに削り取ってしまったのだった。
Responsibility.
Well, it's a certain bond that you have with your children when you carry them, right? And especially when you know that your child is ribbed, is skin and bones, isn't eating, is vomiting. You said 5 days ago he's all crusty because he puked all over himself.
Yeah.
And you know, I just want to understand.
I broke in the fear of losing him in any way is too much. And I ended up making the wrong decision and completely lost him.
And thank you for sharing that.
Like, I just all I ever wanted was my babies and me to be together and to be happy. That's why I fought those 2 years. That's why I did what I did. That's why I was terrified to lose him. I really didn't think that his dad would be capable of just not, and that he would lie.
Well, this...
I don't...
Sierra, this unfortunately is the
I know,
the
it's fucking real.
of two parents, not just him.
I
know.
Responsibility to parents. I've been the only one since day one.
Okay.
And he couldn't do a single dime.
Well, is there anything else, Detective Smith?
No, it's not.
Like,
Okay.
I did my best. Like, I failed, though.
Okay.
I could have done better. I should have called him help.
I
got him
appreciate that. I thank you for.
I don't care if you appreciate it. It doesn't bring him back. It doesn't fix anything. It doesn't take back anything. It doesn't fix the decision. It doesn't tell me where I should have made a better decision, not just then, but way before then. Because all my mind can think of is where down the timeline could I have made a decision where this would have never even became a thing. I've questioned myself, should I have even started fighting to leave him? If I would have just stayed with him, stayed obedient, this wouldn't have happened.
Well,
if I would have just kept cleaning the house, kept taking care of everybody.
That house, you called 911 today. You had access to 3 phones. You spent 30 hours a day, talking to people on the interweb and doing all that stuff. You had every opportunity to call 911, to get medics there. You saw in a matter of a lickety split second, you had FD, you had 4 police cars there that were trying to save a kid that was already deceased. That's the problem.
I get that, and you're only looking at the end of the day. You're looking at him.
Stand up for me. Stand up for me.
Saying,
turn around, put your hands behind your back.
All right.
You're under arrest for child abuse in the 1st degree.
That's. If I would have called way sooner.
John, we're just here to kind of talk to you and see what's going on. And I fully understand. I'm willing to waive my rights. Take a look at that if you'd like. And how many kids do you have?
I have 2, and then we babysit her oldest.
Okay, I guess the oldest kid, how old would that be?
6.
Okay, and the name of that?
He got dropped off this morning around 8:15. Wake me up before my alarms go off, so that probably made me sleep in past my alarms. Give him food, make sure that he's alright.
Okay, and
when I got up this morning, make sure I give him a bottle. He was fine then.
Okay.
Then I checked him again at noon. He was sound asleep. And then I come get a call around 3 o'clock that she's in a hyperventilated state. That I said, okay, I'm not even gonna bring your car home. I'm gonna have my mom drive me.
Okay.
Have my dad work on your brakes, and here we go.
All right.
So I have no clue what.
Now, kind of walk me through a typical day that you gave him a bottle. Is that like a sippy cup or like?
No, it's more like his bottles. Like, he likes to drink so much that I have a water bottle from military school. It's about yay tall. We fill that about here.
Okay. And what do you fill it with?
So mashed potatoes. He's got his own little oatmeal, dry milk. Mix that all together with some water.
Okay.
And give it to him.
And does he like it?
He downs it.
Okay. And then, does he ever ask for more?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And do you make him another bottle? Did you like?
No, I shortened the bottle amount that I try to give him some solid food. That way he's continuing to work on his motor skills.
I gotcha. Would he prefer to drink? Would he prefer to eat out of a cup rather than do like solid foods? Okay. And then, did he ask for seconds today, or did he want another bottle or something else to eat? He just had that one.
He just had that one, and then just went right to sleep.
Okay. And that would you say that's a typical morning for him? Okay. And do you know like what he ate like the day before?
Yeah, last night he had 2 bottles. So I put saltines crackers in there for him. He ate those just last night because they were empty this morning. So I refilled those because he likes crackers. If I had Ritz, I'd be using Ritz, but...
So for like a solid food?
Solid food, and then we go for vegetables, mashed potatoes, green beans,
Okay.
normals.
And then...
Mac and cheese.
So you said yesterday he had 2 bottles.
After I got home from doing all my running for work, trying to find jobs and everything.
Okay. And then did he get a pediatrician visit this year at all?
No, I forgot.
Okay.
We have it scheduled for next month, actually.
Where was last year's at? Where'd Jay's go?
It was at like 26 in Gratiot. It's her doctor. I don't know the name of it.
26 in Gratiot?
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the hospital or the doctor's office?
No, not off the top of my head.
Did you go with her? Or
No.
what?
In terms of his communication skills, how verbal is he?
Not that verbal.
Okay. Like if he were to tell you he was hungry, how would he communicate that?
He would scream, and then if you mainly is all about his emotional, he just shows facial features on what he wants.
When was the last time you stood there and screamed like that?
Last night.
You did it last night?
Till I woke up before him this morning.
What time last night did you do that?
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock at night.
And then what?
That's not normal for him, but I made sure. I'm like, okay, look, what do you want? Checked on him. He's like, okay, you need to change your diaper. All right. Do you want a bottle? Scared about that. I said, okay, here.
So last night at 10 you went in there?
Gave him one last bottle of the night, and after he drank that, he went to sleep. And I went to prep to remake the one for the morning.
So now you kind of put your hand up like, yeah, that's me. I'm the guy doing it all.
She's at home. She works at home.
What does she do?
She live streams. Been making a few grand, quite a few grand actually, off of it.
Really?
Have you guys been able to stay in your place because of the money she's making? You're not.
Yeah, that's how we were able to save the eviction.
And like by eviction, did they actually serve you with a?
I had court and everything, yes sir.
Really?
I even showed up for court. We paid it the day before court. Showed up, and I still.
How much did you owe?
$2 grand for 2 months.
And you guys covered it?
The whole thing, yes sir.
Okay. And you're saying this is because she's streaming?
Oh, that was because I wasn't working.
Now, how much time does that take for her to do that or to make money?
Depends on how long she wants to go, or really.
Okay.
Some days I've seen her do 16, 18 hours.
Okay. And then that's, I guess my thing is, your time is your money, so is it worth the time she puts in, I guess is what I'm trying to gather.
Well, with live streaming it all for her, it based on how many people comes in, how many people gifts her, everything else. That way she can cash all of that out. But then there's this one guy that we both know who's directly PayPaling her money to help her out too. That's how she was able to get her car, her phone, and she just received $2,000 today.
Okay. And what was it about yesterday that you said something is not right?
Just because he only had that one bottle all day. I put food in there for him, but it didn't get, like I said, it didn't disappear till that night.
Okay.
So it's like, okay.
What other food did you put in there besides, you said just a bottle, but
I put
had other food?
Saltine crackers in there, our last can of green beans. I made some pizza, cut some up for him, put them in there for him. Noticed a few pieces around the floor. That's about it. And I would go back in there and see if he ate it. If he didn't eat it, I would touch him, sit him up, try to get him to eat a little bit, but he just wouldn't.
Did you think at some point of taking him to the pediatrician and getting him checked out for like a dietitian or get him some help with basically putting weight back on?
I was hoping to do that today.
Okay.
That's why I was trying to get the brakes done. I didn't want to put the kids in a car that I don't even trust driving myself.
So you said that you were concerned and that today you were going to call, but you wanted to get the brakes done first. Who were you going to call?
I was just going to take him straight to Henry Ford. That's the fastest response I probably would have got.
The hospital?
Yeah.
Was there any thoughts of calling 911?
She didn't want, not until she called me. Like I said, because we don't got insurance for the kids yet. Due to me losing my job, it was on the company.
Insurance is one thing, but I mean, if your kid needs treatment, whether you have insurance or not, your kid's going to get treated. You know that, right?
Yeah. It's just my way of thinking got in the way. And I know that.
So, at some point today, you think you would have taken your kid to the hospital because it's
the minute I got up. Yeah, the minute I got done with the car. Even if we wouldn't have been able to finish it. If I wouldn't have been able to finish it, I would have had my mom take me or something.
You know your son better than I do. I think just looking at him, I feel like he probably had some problem with either keeping food down or eating. That's just I'm not a doctor, right?
Right.
That's just me taking a look and saying, I don't think this kid had enough to eat.
Right.
Now, whether that's keeping it down or being fed.
He's not the type of kid who would throw up either. The last time I've ever had to clean up throw up was when he was an infant.
Okay. I mean, do you think that I don't want to call you I don't want to see you're lying to me, okay? But part of me feels like I'm not getting the whole truth out of you. And that's with regards to the eating, okay? But again, you're saying he's not spitting up. And you're saying you're changing his diaper 2 to 3 times a day, right? But if he's eating that volume of food, that food's got to come out one way or another. Right? Because his body, the way it looks, it's not absorbing any of that food, right? So it's either going to be in that diaper, or he's going to throw it up. But
I've noticed that diapers are more full of pee lately than they've been of solids.
But he's not getting that food, is what I'm saying. So he's either not being fed properly, okay, or he's got some medical problems that
His get checked out.
Yeah.
I needed to have been checked out.
But again, you know your son better than I do, right?
Yeah. I should have just took him when I first noticed the weight loss.
And that was last week, you said?
But I mean, if I looked at him today, I think it's going to be earlier than a week. Okay, if we're being honest with ourselves.
I know it's only last week.
No, I understand that, but I mean, even a week from now, I can't imagine him much larger than what he is, than he was today. I don't understand how just a week ago he could have been perfectly fine, and then today he wasn't.
Last week I noticed a slight decrease in his weight and how the skin looked.
And how did his skin look?
He's almost as thin, a little thinner than me.
Did you talk to Sierra about it?
Yeah.
What did she say?
Basically, she goes, "Oh, you're the one taking care of him, so why don't you do something about it?" But I remember being gone that day.
Where'd you go?
I went out to the junkyard. Had to go get some seats and stuff for her car.
Okay. Did Sierra ever think to call 911 at all if she was ever worried about him?
Not that I know of.
I mean, I'm just saying, did she ever make a comment like, if you want to call, like, I'm going to call, like, 911, or I'm going to take him to the hospital, or I'm going to take him to the doctor?
Not at all.
She never made a comment like that?
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying just a week ago that you noticed that. I'm having a hard time accepting that is really the truth. And like I said, I think you're holding something back. Okay? And I don't know what you're struggling on, but we're here to find out what happened.
So when you heard these odd sounds from your son, right? So he's making these odd sounds when you tap on him, touch him, whatever it is, which is not normal.
The dry scream was not.
Okay.
He always just normally just makes a little or just normal baby noise.
And you're concerned, obviously, right?
I was concerned with the dryness.
Okay.
Because there's no way in hell you should be dry making that kind of noise.
Right.
If you're drinking bottles. Because that's like someone being dehydrated.
Right, or malnutrition.
Right. That's why I was going to take him today.
Okay. You understand what malnutrition is, correct? Okay. So, like you said earlier, we seen your son, right? Just like you did today. Just like he probably looked the same last night as he did pretty much today. Okay? And that child, to me, looks like he hasn't ate probably a good week. More.
That's not possible.
No?
No.
So obviously the doctors are gonna look at him, they're gonna do a autopsy, right?
You want to know, though, what happened to him, right?
Right, because they're gonna do that, right? Because that's what you want to know what happened to him, right?
All I know is that I was called by Sierra, tell me I needed to come home, and they didn't tell me nothing.
Well, I'm telling you right now that I looked at your son today, and it looks like he hasn't eaten in a very long time. And I'm asking a simple question, okay? Was he hard to feed?
No. Sometimes he became picky on the foods he ate.
Did you have food to feed him?
Yeah.
And did you feed him?
Like I said, the only thing he wanted was that bottle.
Okay, and what was in the bottle?
the mashed potatoes is dry milk and this infant oatmeal.
Okay. But looking at your son, it's not possible that he was fed that much food within the past couple of weeks. Probably, maybe not even for the past couple of months. That's what I'm trying to get from you, is just to try to get what's really going on with
and all I know is what I've been able to do for him. I don't know what she's done or not.
John, let's listen. Let's be honest, okay? We're talking man to man here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like he just said, you've got 50-some years of experience right here sitting in law enforcement and doing investigations, okay? And I can tell you now that him and I, looking at your son today, have never seen a child that malnutrition. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So now let's I know what you're trying to do, okay? Be honest with me, okay? When is the last time he's ate a good meal and you fed him?
That was, I would say, 2 days ago. I'll tell you the truth on that.
And what was that good meal 2 days ago?
I made a roast when I got home too.
Okay. So 2 days ago he had a good meal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's you saying, hey, I'm being honest with you.
Your son hasn't eaten in a while. Let's be honest. Okay? Because I looked at him and I can guarantee you 2 days ago he couldn't eat. Based on how he looked today, 2 days ago he could not take and put food in his mouth. Do you know that?
He did though.
He did not. Okay. So what I was speaking about earlier was, and it came up before, science. You understand science, right? They're going to do an autopsy on your son, and they're going to be able to tell the last time he ate, and they're going to be able to tell a lot more as far as how long this has been going on, and so on and so forth. Right?
Yes, sir.
And I'm willing to bet you that he never had a pot roast. I'm willing to bet you he never had these drinks of milk and mixed bottles like you're talking about in a long time. Right?
Yes.
結果、容疑者の女、シエナ・ザイトナは第2級殺人、そして第2級児童虐待の罪で逮捕された。マコームカウンティ刑務所へ連行され、拘留されることとなる。父親、ジョナサン・チークもまた同じ罪状で逮捕された。後日行われた裁判では、2人はいずれも静かに罪を認め、有罪が確定したのだった。ザイトナには第2級殺人の罪で禁錮24年から50年、第2級児童虐待の罪で禁錮43ヶ月から10年、2つの刑は同時に執行され、逮捕からの未決拘留754日がその刑期に算入されたのだった。さらに、ザイトナの名はワイアット法に基づき、児童虐待と育児放棄を行った者として、全米の中央登録簿へと永久にその名前を刻まれることとなる。父親チークにもまた24年から50年というほぼ同等の長期にわたる実刑判決が下された。画面の向こうの数百人と過ごした何十時間という配信の月日、その引き換えに彼女が手にしたのは半世紀近くにも及ぶ冷たい鉄格子の中での生活なのであった。最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございます。動画を気に入った方は高評価ボタン、チャンネル登録のクリックよろしくお願いいたします。おすすめ動画としてより多くの方へ拡散されるので、アストロ TV にとってさらなる動画作成への励みとなります。それではまた次回の動画でお会いしましょう。